Shut up and sit down.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ken Frederick Podcast, episode 128, Deadpool 2 spoiler review. You've been warned.
Spoilers will happen.
Exactly. I want to say thank you for listening. If you just stumble across us on the interwebs, check us out at kfpodcast.com, at kfpodcast on Facebook. I'm sorry, KF Podcast on Facebook, at Ken Fred Podcast on Twitter, at Ken Frederick Podcast on your social media needs. And we also have YouTube and SoundCloud separate podcasts that come out weekly. So please check those out, whatever you're listening to us on now. Check out the other one. So we got Dawn, Broc,
Hi.
Lance,
Hey.
and Justin, who might jump in.
And Yanni and Laurel
Yanni and Laurel.
Brother.
are both here too.
And so we're going to just spoil the shit out of this Deadpool movie.
I hope that by now you watched our non-spoiler reaction video and saw comfortable couch talking.
Oh, it's just relaxed.
Now you're back to your regular spoilers. So spoilers ahead.
Yes. So, who wants to go first? Talking about spoilerific.
I'll go first.
Oh, all right.
There, jump right in. Volunteer.
Go for it.
I think this movie was good summer popcorn fun movie. It's not a kids movie.
Nope. Not at all.
No.
Like we said in our other non-spoiler, it's not really too deep. I thought maybe there was going to be some universe building here. Maybe no, it didn't do any of that.
Nope.
A little bit.
A little bit
At the
maybe.
end.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But I thought that they dumbed down Cable a little bit. Cable's you're not really much of an X-Men fan, Ken. You're not
Ken.
a big X-Men guy.
I mean, I've read it.
Yeah,
I'm
but like
familiar
you know
with
how
the canon.
deep Cable is with like.
Well, I know personally how deep Cable
They
They
is.
kinda-
didn't explain anything about him.
No.
No, just that he had
Why is he metal? Why,
He had a family, and they died by the hands of like some pyro wannabe, and that was really it. They didn't get into like.
And her daughter, he said his daughter was Hope.
Was Hope's obviously Hope Summers.
Yeah.
They didn't get into like the techno-organic virus and who.
which he obviously had.
Yeah. Which was affecting him too, because they hold the whole scene where it was.
He was looking at it how bad it was growing or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I like Cable. I'm a big Cable fan, but Josh Brolin did a good job in him. I like the weapons.
Yeah.
I like the body sliding that he.
That's
was
what they
doing.
made it all about, was the weapons instead
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the other stuff he can do.
And they didn't explain it, but they did really had his telekinesis in there. Because he has a mild.
He has
Yeah.
very low level
Well,
because most of his telekinesis is fighting off the virus.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, I think that's what he did with the gun, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's why he was
Yeah.
grabbing it, and then which
Pull it.
they never explained, which
Alright.
was great.
Yeah. Pulled it right to him. We do have Justin on the line. He may join in at any moment. You
Yeah.
never know. So I thought the way he did that was cool.
Yep.
He was good. I like Cable. Cable was probably one of my favorites of it. But, I'll let other people talk about what they thought. I don't want to spoil every little aspect, so we can move on to someone else.
Brock, what do you think?
I liked that Deadpool had motivation in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler, his wife, I think, was she his wife now?
Wife, girlfriend, something.
They had an
like that.
anniversary of some kind that they were
Yeah.
celebrating. And one of the guys that was working for one of his targets offed her. And that he kept trying to kill himself to get reunited with her. But he had to do something to earn that, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was his motivation, was to get back together with her, which I thought was good. It could have gone a bunch of different ways with this kid that he was trying to protect, or whatever.
Why do you think they took Rusty Collins, who's a very plain character, and made him? I mean, he was really different. That's not what Rusty was like as a New Mutant. I mean, Rusty Collins isn't a very deep character.
I think that's why. I think because they're just using,
Just a name.
yeah, so they can do whatever they want with
He
him.
was just a catalyst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, look at Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Like, it's,
Yeah.
exactly. No, Rusty Collins is.
They turned
first
him into like a
appearance.
fat Indian kid who grows up to be like some pyromancer.
I think he was Polynesian.
No,
New Zealand.
That was New Zealand.
They mentioned New Zealand.
Yeah,
He was New Zealand.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be Polynesian?
I don't know.
No.
Would it? I trust Lance, but I don't think I should.
But yeah, I mean, it was that part was interesting.
That's where Bad Luck Fale is from.
Oh.
Awful.
I was,
So go ahead, keep going.
And I like the villain. I'll let somebody else talk about him. But I think that was how everyone always wanted that character to be portrayed.
We're referring to the Juggernaut.
The Juggernaut.
Yes.
He was awesome.
You're a big
totally
Juggernaut guy.
CG.
Yeah, how he should be.
Yeah.
He was the Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
the
was great.
Juggernaut shouldn't be Vinnie Jones
Right.
No.
in an outfit.
As great as that was,
Yeah.
this was better.
I didn't understand how they locked up Juggernaut if they didn't have his helmet off him.
And they didn't have like some kind of mutant dampering.
Yeah.
Because he's not a mutant.
Well, why
Yeah.
do they have him in the mutant thing then?
Same with Deadpool. Well, I guess he became a mutant with that experimental drug that he took.
Deadpool, they were
Yeah.
giving him
Yeah.
it shut off his healing factor and all that. But Juggernaut, I don't know how they had him locked up.
Well, I mean, the icebox is just the maximum security prison for paranormals.
Yeah.
Or
They did have him locked
Enhanced.
up. Yeah.
Enhanced. I'm sorry. Yes.
He was great though.
Oh,
So
yeah.
big and scary looking.
And I love how everyone was like, "Holy shit, it's the Juggernaut!"
Yeah,
like in the entire
Deadpool's
movie.
like a huge fan of it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Like,
what was Juggernaut's middle name?
Oh shit, I forget. It's legally that let's kick some ass. Yeah.
Yeah, let's kick the shit out of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
He was good. He mentioned his brother being in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
and-
He goes, "It's all right."
That's why I wear the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
They didn't get into the Sidorak gem. That's too deep.
I guess, it is kind of deep to get into the gem. And
But
all
they
that.
killed him off.
No, he was
No,
getting.
no, didn't you see him? He was actually just relaxing in the pool.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I
He
totally
didn't climb
missed
out of the
that.
pool at the end.
Yeah, he was.
Totally missed that.
Yeah.
Did he climb out at the end?
He was like, his arms were on the side and he was getting out. Like he was finally like able to get out of the, you know.
Yeah, because I don't think that would kill him.
No, an electrical wire up the anus probably would not, you know.
It is the Juggernaut.
The true shocker.
Yeah.
Well, didn't it look like he punched him with a metal thing in the eye?
He did. He like put some rebarb around his hand and got him right in the eye. It's like, look at me fighting dirty now. And then he punched him in the
He didn't,
nuts.
it didn't,
Swept the
kill
leg.
him.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't kill him, but definitely. And I was surprised. They killed a lot of like super villains and heroes in this.
So that was sort of funny how, like, basically took out X-Force.
Yeah.
Now we know why they use such B-level characters for
Yeah.
X-Force.
Hey, Shatterstar gets B-leveled.
Had green blood. I like that.
Well, they made him like a total asshole. They
Yeah.
didn't make him like cool. Like, so I was glad he died like that. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not Shatterstar. Like, he
Nah.
could be better.
That's the
than that.
douchey Shatterstar.
And Bedlam was just from the Bedlam brothers. Remember there was two of them?
Oh, yeah.
That was their names.
But Domino, I thought was really good. in
She
this
was the
movie.
best.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really like Domino.
Yeah, it was good. I liked her powers, like I said in the non-spoiler review.
Yeah, all the stuff. Her montage of her, like, all the powers working and all that horrible shit happening around it was perfect.
That whole thing, like, when she was driving, she's like,
Yeah.
all right, Luck, take the wheel. And she walks back and starts.
And all that shit's going down around her. Luck powers always confused me in comics because it was hard to do. It actually transpires better in
Yeah.
a movie.
Yes.
Than in a book where you see like, well, what happened? Or the axe
Yeah.
missed her. When you watch it in there, you're like, oh, that's kind of what it would be like. Just walking around, everything's going. The gun jams on the guy, and
Well, even the fight scene in the Essex house, whenever he slips on the one bat, swings and hits the other guy
Yeah.
with the knife, like, and it just the domino effect of killing
yeah,
everybody.
all the domino effect, yeah.
And then
Fell over
a dresser
the-
falls on that guy's head. That was pretty violent. How about you, Lance? With some of yours?
Actually, the stuff at the Essex house was sort of cool. The nod to Mr. Sinister was sort of neat.
Didn't you think that guy was going to go straight Mr. Sinister?
I
at
thought
the end?
so. I
Or
thought
they
so.
tease it like he was going to.
Well,
He's like,
he got
now
away,
you will
so-
see, and he like started to rise
He didn't get
up.
away. He got killed.
He got run over by that car.
Oh, that's right. He did get run over.
You don't know if
by
he's
a car.
dead
Joe
though.
Fender flattened him.
Yeah.
he
That's
was
right.
about to make a big speech, though.
That's
Like,
right.
Yeah.
Now you will sit like something's going to happen. And he just gets killed. I think he was supposed to be Sinister.
I actually sort of like the post-credit scenes the best.
Oh,
No.
where he's cleaning up.
Where he's cleaning up the timeline, and where he.
But we're going to get into that more in detail after your review here.
All right, then never mind. I
We have some
will.
questions about that.
I will leave it. But I like the introduction of like the rest of the X-Force characters.
Yeah.
I do agree Shatterstar was the douche, but Domino was probably my favorite character in this movie.
Yep.
Yeah, she was good. She was really well done. How about you? How about you, Justin? What do you think about it?
I liked it. I think right now I like Deadpool, the first one, more. But I did like this, and I'm looking forward with it going forward. They're talking about X-Force movies and whatnot. it was really well done. When they killed Shatterstar, the first thought that went through my head was Don's gonna hate this movie.
No, because he was so douchey.
But I didn't realize that was not like the real Shatterstar that you like. So you're okay with him
Yeah,
dying.
he was
But
kind of weird.
yeah, I really enjoyed it. There was an annoying 10-year-old kid sitting behind me that laughed inappropriately the whole time, so I was a little distracted during it. But
brings a
overall,
10-year-old
it was a nice break.
That's good.
Yeah.
Ken?
I kind of jumped in whenever Juggernaut was brought up. I liked it. I mean, that was probably my favorite part was his stuff. So
Yeah.
I liked Black Tom Cassidy a lot.
He was really good.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't have killed him.
yeah,
I would have liked to see him do some of his powers.
yeah.
What's his powers?
Trees.
Mostly with trees.
He
and
controls plants.
he can shoot energy through wood, which I thought was. Remember, he used to carry that wood
Yeah.
staff, and
Yeah.
he'd generate energy through it. Then eventually they made him like have tree legs.
Well, he started getting a virus from it. It started taking over.
Yeah, he
It
turned
was-
like a whole tree.
it was like
Turned
the-
into like an ent.
yeah,
But the two of them together are cool. I would have liked to see them.
Yeah.
Juggernaut and Black Tom.
Yeah, them together. Instead, he just kind of. It was funny when he introduced himself as Black Tom Cass, and he said, "Hi, I'm White Wade Wilson." And he's like, when he killed him, he's like, "You're so racist. You killed Black Tom Cass."
He's like a brother to me.
Who was you said it was you told me in the movie that was Kurgan, the WWE superstar.
yeah. The
Yeah.
one guy was with them was
Standing
Kurgan.
next to him.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of Easter eggs in there too. if it
Well,
comes
like,
away.
there's got to be like they had that one little person in there running away. I'm like, all right, who's that going to be? Like, I feel like all
Yeah.
those people were like,
Well, they flashed a lot of names up, but they were so quick.
Yeah.
Really. Like, if you knew people's real
Real
names
names,
right off
yeah.
the top of your head, probably got really excited about that scene.
yeah.
Were anybody disappointed at all that it wasn't more like a serious X-Force tone, that they were just there for a joke? I was surprised that when they started all dying, I'm like, oh, they're all dying?
I kind of think that's why Ryan Reynolds said that he only wants to make X-Force movies moving forward, to try and throw everybody off that they were killing them all off.
I think so too.
That was kind of like a little wag the dog thing to just get
Well, I
people
mean-
excited for them and then just kill them.
He likes X-Force movies because they all die in it. He's alive.
Well, I mean, that whole Pete thing, it's been like, social media. What's the word I'm looking for? It's late. I'm sorry. They've been viral marketing the crap out of
Pete.
Pete
He has his
on
own webpage.
He's got a LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
He's on Twitter, and he just. Well, I guess at the end he doesn't. It's real weird. Do you want to get into that, or do you want to go?
Well, yeah. I mean, we could talk about some of the end stuff. Go
Yeah.
ahead. You, Broc, tell us about
All right. So the end scene where he goes back and saves Pete. That's it. Just saves Pete and his wife, which I think's hilarious. And now he's alive.
it. Yeah, he saved his wife. He saved Pete.
And then he killed himself as Deadpool.
From the Wolverine Origins
From the
movie.
X-Men Origins
Yeah.
Wolverine, he stopped that weird Deadpool from. He just shot him in the head a whole bunch of
Yeah.
times, and then he went back and stopped Ryan Reynolds for being Green Lantern.
Yeah,
This is great.
that was my favorite.
So my question with that is, do you think maybe because there's a scene in the movie where they're talking about why is there no other X-Men in the mansion,
Yeah.
and then they open the door and you see all the kids from
First class.
First Class in there with Beast and
Yeah.
and all that.
Quicksilver's there.
Obviously, they're saying that's same universe.
Right.
Sort of, I guess. I don't understand where that Colossus comes from. I mean, if Fox didn't want to confuse you even more with the X-Men, this one doesn't. I mean, they.
Well, I think it again goes back to the Fox. We won't care anymore. It's not going to be ours in a while.
So what if all this timeline stuff?
They never showed what happened when he got back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be the total MCU when he comes back from doing all this stuff, like a butterfly effect kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that would be great.
It could be.
Or like you mentioned, it could be an effect or the effect of the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they can vary with both Infinity War, how that ended, and how this movie ended. It's a perfect setup to mesh the two universes. You have a guy jumping through time, changing things, and then a guy with a weapon that wiped out half of civilization across the galaxy.
Reboot-a-palooza.
Exactly. It's so easy to reboot from here.
Well, I think if you're Disney, I mean, you would obviously want to keep Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You'd obviously want to keep him and the Colossus and the stuff they have going there. I mean, Reynolds would be great in that universe.
I really think that your cameos should be Deadpool now instead of.
Yeah, we've said that, and I
Yeah.
think that probably might come true.
Yeah.
We didn't see a Stan Lee cameo in this.
No.
I was surprised by that.
Yeah.
Was this when he was really sick?
I mean.
But I thought he filmed so many of these.
He
might-
did 4 in one day, but I don't know if they were all Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably were.
They didn't allow him
Poor
to do
Stan Lee. He's going through a lot right now, legally.
that. Yeah, he is.
It's rough.
Yeah.
What's going on with Stanley?
I think there's a lot of
He's
reports
charged
of
of a lot of different things, and it's
Like his family kind of took him for everything he had, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. After his wife passed, it's all downhill, unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh, poor Stanley. Back to the movie.
Back to the movie.
Justin, you don't think this movie was better than the first one? You're still the first one's still in your top 5, right?
Yeah, for me. Again, I definitely want to see it again and see if my opinion changes. But I really enjoyed it. I had a good time. But I still think the other one was a little better for me. And I think the reason for me, I was thinking about this on the way home. The tone changes in this movie for me were really dark. So like when it would get like really serious and like really emotional, and then it would be slapstick comedy again. It was just hard for me to adjust.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. He's like really sad when she gets killed, and then like he's like really devastated by it. Then it's like a weird out of place joke. And then, like, at the end, like, I mean, I did think his death scene was pretty funny, though. How he kept dying, and then it was like, well, this is taking a little longer. And, oh, there's the light. I'm looking at the light. Oh, that's the sun. Don't look at the sun. I was like, how long are they going to go on this for? That part was good. I mean, some of the transitions were tough, though. There was a lot of, like, he's sad, but he's still trying to struggle to make a joke. Like, when he was in that bar talking to is it Weasel?
Yeah.
Weasel, yeah.
He's like crying, and he's like, I just peed myself. I'm peeing again.
Yeah.
And, some oddness in there.
I think that, I mean, they even make a comment that that's how he copes with things.
He does cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The
Put a whole
bag
bag of cocaine.
That scene was pretty funny.
Like,
Definitely not a don't do drugs kids moment.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever done that in the comics.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think he just put a whole bag of blow up his face under his
Well,
mask.
he was trying to kill himself.
Yeah, that's
Because he
true.
blew himself up. He did a whole bag of coke.
Yeah.
I think he was just looking for
But I like that the Coke said Wade's Coke on it.
Yeah. He's just trying to, like, kill himself.
Yeah.
He had given up. How about the little leg scene?
He went full Winnie the Pooh.
I didn't hear any of the dialogue on that.
That one was hard to hear. But he what was he saying about the shirt? Your shirt covering it, or what was he calling it? What was Weasel calling it?
Shirt cocking it.
Your shirt cocking it, yeah. And he's like, he had those little legs, and then he crossed it, and there was like penis there for a minute. And it was kind of strange. Especially when he was walking. It looked like a little kid's ass. It just it just wasn't normal.
I think he even said he's like a teabag cable until he dies, and was it Dom that says, "You mean just give him a sip at a time with what you got going there?"
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Stan Lee was in a cameo, but it was in the Deadpool trailer.
What?
He was in the trailer.
He was in the trailer. Remember the one where he saves the old man, or tries to
The
save
phone
the old
booth
man?
trailer?
Yeah, he was in that.
I guess they just stuck him in the trailer then,
Huh? Weird.
instead of in the movie.
I don't remember him in the trailer.
That was a long time ago. That one came out with Logan.
Yeah.
That was last summer.
Your son?
Yeah. Came out with him.
Bong.
And then it's quiet. All right. What else do we have with this thing? Anything else? I don't feel like there's a lot to talk about with this one.
No. I did hear that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Brock.
okay.
I heard that there's some possible different endings for this, or not endings, but like end scene credits that they decided not to do.
Like,
They make a joke about, why did you come back here when you could have went back in time and killed baby Hitler? Apparently, that was one that they filmed, and they decided to not
like
use
him
it.
going back in time and killing baby Hitler?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a little...
And then also, apparently, there was something that they wanted to get Chris Evans to be Human Torch for one of the end cutscenes.
And go back and stop him from being Human Torch?
I guess, like maybe do a whole montage of people being other superheroes, and
Like, now, that's one thing. Brad Pitt was Vanisher.
Yes,
yeah,
he
which was
was.
crazy
For like a second,
Yeah.
right?
That was great.
Vanisher was great. When he was in that parachute, you were
I
cracking
couldn't
up
stop
on
laughing every time they zoomed in. It's just a parachute. I thought it was hilarious. Because then personally, I couldn't stop picturing that shitty ass Vanisher costume. If you've ever seen it,
Yeah, he has some pretty bad costumes.
because he's really the villain of what X-Men #2. Like he's
Yeah. He was a bad guy, but Vanisher became a part of X-Force in that second.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Wolverine's X-Force.
Wolverine's X-Force.
Oh,
He
okay.
used to use them to like teleport.
Yeah, he was a teleporter though. He didn't disappear.
He didn't disappear. Was like invisible. Vanisher was a teleporter.
Oh, okay.
And he had like the shaved head and glasses, and Wolverine like had him that like he was like if he wasn't in
Tattoos
line
on his face.
he was gonna kill him. He had like tattoos on him. He was like, you better do what we say or I'll put you back where I found you. So he would teleport like Wolverine, X-23, Archangel,
Okay.
Warpath to Gangan, and then like teleport out. Domino I think was with that team at that time. So I think that's why Vanisher
Psylocke.
they did the nod to him, put him on
okay.
there because he was part of that squad. And he wasn't just like an invisible dude. They just made him like an invisible dude. And then it was Brad Pitt,
Which is great.
which is pretty funny.
I like the line when they're interviewing. He's not really here, is he? No, he's running a little late.
But yeah, I think all those X-Force guys were, I don't know, they picked a good group of guys, and they had good actors to, like, play. Like, who's the guy that was Bedlam?
Terry Crews.
Terry Crews. Like, you think he's a kind of a big name. You think he'd be a little bit in there, a little bit longer, but nope, just dies.
Parachuted right into a bus.
Well,
Just
shit.
right into a bus.
The Zeitgeist that got ground up in a wood chipper.
Zygus or whatever. I
Yeah.
never got to see him really do his power till the end.
And
when,
he kills
when he kills
Threw up on Pete.
Pete, yeah.
I don't know what he had. That was like the little X-Force
The spit guards.
spit guard thing that he wore in the comics.
Well, he was doing something with vials, like maybe he was going to spit into vials and throw. Like he was all prepping for stuff. I was like,
Yeah, there was a lot going on. X-Force. Everything was with X-Force.
Yukio is cool.
yeah, she was what,
Yeah.
Surge?
Surge.
Well, I don't know if
yeah.
that was Surge or not, because Surge is Nuriko or whatever. Was she Yukio or
Yeah, Yukio. Who's that?
Isn't Yukio or is that Yuriko that's Wolverine's? There's so many. Remember Wolverine had a Yuriko that ended up turning into a Lady Deathstrike?
Yeah.
You mean the woman he wanted to marry?
Yeah, that becomes Lady Deathstrike.
Yeah.
I don't know what Yukio.
She had Surge's similar powers to
Yeah,
Surge.
she like energized the chain though. Surge wore the gauntlets, remember? And was
So
like,
Yukio was the she was the ninja in Wolverine.
Yeah.
okay.
I thought that was Mariko.
No, Yukio.
Whatever.
They didn't have electrical power. She was just
Name
a
drop.
lesbian for Negasonic teenage warhead. We only used her powers, I think, once, right?
Yeah, to shoot off Juggernaut. Because then she went to.
Shoot off.
Shot
There
him
is
right off.
America, but that was in a different one.
Oh.
But yeah, she helped the kids get on the airplane
Yeah,
in the Black Hawk.
and she gave Deadpool a teleporter at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Should we
fix,
have done that?
No, she fixed cables.
yeah, fix Cable's time slider.
Body slide.
Body slide. Body slam.
And I thought it funny that Yukio was a lesbian.
Yeah, you have to throw that in there.
They had the ongoing joke too. Hi, Yukio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Wade.
Highway.
That was funny.
I want to see more of Deadpool and Cable now that they're buddies
Yeah.
going forward, because I like those two together. They usually have a good dynamic.
Yeah.
Where he can't really stand them, but he's like an
He's
ally
useful.
of his, you know.
Well,
Well,
that whole scene in the playground with the staff coming out to to try and kill them all. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, when they teamed up together,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
they were killing all those perverts, as they were calling them,
Yes. All the pedophiles.
all the pedophiles.
Only BFFs kill pedophiles together.
I like he just had a brick.
Yeah, he's like, you have all these guns. I'm just going to use this brick. It's working. Maybe the next movie will just be Cable and Deadpool,
That'd be
Which would be
good.
great.
like the comic was
Yeah.
for a long time.
Yeah, that's all it needs to be.
I don't know. They got to do something where they can at least for a minute get Spider-Man and Deadpool in some kind of scene together, just so they can have some conversations.
Yep.
Because in the comic, when he really wants Spider-Man to be his best friend and tries so hard at it, it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I think we're going to see it eventually. I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe one day we'll get a scene where Thanos and Cable are eyeing each other up.
Yep.
It's the same
Yeah,
person.
that'd be funny.
And then you can use
It's a true Patty Duke moment.
Because he uses the same voice for both characters.
Yeah, he
which is
sounds
great.
exactly the same. And then you know how they do like in Star Wars Rogue One when they do a young version of Princess Leia? They can do a young version of Josh Brolin and make him Nate Gray when he doesn't have the
There you
he
go.
doesn't have the techno virus.
The X-Man.
See, we're right.
Nate Gray.
Yep.
Nate Gray, he's back, folks.
I always liked Nate Gray.
I always did too. Nate Gray was cool. that's a character you've always hated, isn't it?
They brought him out of the Age of Apocalypse, Ken.
I know, but he's just kind of meh. Shoulder shrugs.
He had a good run. His first original run, he was out.
Yeah, when he came back without shoes and stuff, he was kind of
Yeah,
lame.
he was like a hippie that flew. He was a shaman and all that shit. It was dumb. But we went off on Nate Gray. Nate Gray got a name drop in this. Who would have thought? So we ready for our ratings on this movie? Anything else you want to talk about, Justin?
Nope, I'm ready to rate.
All right.
Ready to rate. Take it away.
Ready to rate. All right, who wants to go first?
We're back to regular ratings on this, but so
Oh,
we're
okay.
back. We're back to normal ones.
All right, Lance.
Lance, all right, I'm going to give it 3 ebony bald heads.
Oh, 3, okay.
Brock.
I'll go 3.5 nondescript baseball caps.
All right, Justin.
3.5 cheese wheels.
All right, Dawn.
I'll go 3.5. I'll give it the half.
All right.
Because of cable.
I'm gonna go 4 bandanas.
Yeah.
Wow.
I had a lot of fun with this movie.
Kenny Frederick.
That's
Who
me.
would have known?
I like it.
Yeah.
So average
I like-
3.5.
I liked it. I liked it more than the first one. I thought the action was great. So many flipping cars, and
A lot of flipping cars.
it's a lot of excitement. It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot of deaths.
It's something I'll definitely watch multiple times when it
Yeah.
keeps appearing on HBO.
I definitely want to see it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's lots of Easter egg hunting to be had.
Oh, so much.
My only thing.
Well, some of them you couldn't even call Easter eggs. They just punched you in the face with some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'll still say it though. I wish that they would release a PG-13 version of it in theaters because I really would I'd like to see these movies with you guys. We did a show. Then I like to take my kids over the weekend who love Marvel characters and comic books and all that, and they all want to go. I can't take my kids to see this movie.
Well, actually, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get on a plane and just watch the airplane version.
Whoa.
That sounds an expensive way to take kids out to the movies there, Lance. I'm going to buy a plane ticket. We're going to fly around the country and watch Deadpool.
If
But I
they even
would-
offer it.
I wish they would offer it like a cleaner version that like I could take them to the movies and see it. I think it would sell more. I think that like
Oh, it probably
I know
would.
that they don't care because they do a good job with it or whatever, but I think they would double their ticket sales.
I think the R rating is part of the gimmick now.
It is.
Yes.
Why not offer both?
Yeah.
If you offer it in 3D and non-3D and all that, why not
Yeah.
have like a
Clean and a...
And I'm tired of people saying, well, that's Deadpool. Deadpool's R rated.
He's not
It's
always
not
been
in the
that
comic
way.
at all.
The comic's not R rated.
Comic's not R-rated
It's
at all.
PG-13 at best.
It's very mild. I mean, there's killing, but it's very mild.
Yeah.
And people read it.
Yeah.
Like people, my kids' age, they read that. They
Yeah.
watch it. They know it.
I
you
call
know?
shenanigans. Kids your kids' age don't read comic
My
books.
kids read comics. They read my comics.
They don't buy.
Yeah, if you have a parent that's into it, they're reading it. Kids on their own probably aren't, but there still are. You know.
And most Deadpool fans, I don't think I've ever read a comic anyway.
Yeah.
Especially not the ones, his early ones.
Yeah.
But with the internet and YouTube and all that stuff, they know these characters.
Yeah.
They want to see Deadpool. Like
Yeah.
they're all like, "Can't we go? Can't we go? Can't we go? I want to go." You know, I'm like, "Alex, I can't take you. You're 8. I can't sit through this movie with you." But he would love a PG-13 version of it.
Yeah.
They would
You
crack
almost
up
need
over
to
it.
buy it and then put a VHS tape. You gotta like.
But they don't
clean
even
it.
release it on DVD like that. You have to wait till it's on like FX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it would enhance sales. That like.
Yeah.
Couple weeks from now after it's out, they're like, here's the PG-13 version, and all these parents take their kids. Like, I don't know why they don't want to make money like that. I would do that.
He easily just bleep everything
Yeah,
and do cutaways for the
yeah,
violence.
it would be easy. Wouldn't cost them that much money to make compared to what they would make off the sales. Because families would go.
Yeah. Families will still go to this too, though.
Yeah, idiots. Yeah.
They don't understand.
Well, there was a kid there tonight. Mm-hmm. Justin had a kid in front of him.
Yeah, people. It's rated R for a reason, folks.
Yeah.
It's true. I walked out, this little kid in front of me couldn't have been more than maybe like 4th or 5th grade.
Yeah, and it's too much. It's you shouldn't be there with them.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't
he
take
even,
your kids.
He even says in the beginning of the movie when they're killing all kinds
Yeah,
of
this
people.
isn't a family movie.
Yeah.
Well, he says it is a family movie, but
Yeah.
you shouldn't have your kids here. And,
Yeah.
all right.
But
There you go.
yeah.
Deadpool 2. What do we got left this summer? We got Solo next week,
Solo, Ant-Man,
Ant-Man,
and
Bumblebee.
Wasp.
At least I'll go see that.
I'll go see Bumblebee.
A lot of insect-themed movies, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's really
Aquaman
it.
end of the year.
Really? Forgot about
Aquaman's in
that.
November.
I forgot about that.
I hope that's good.
It's supposed to be. We'll talk about it, I'm sure.
I won't.
No. All right. Ken,
All
take us out.
right, everyone. Please like, share, subscribe, invite, tell your friends. Tell us what you thought about the movie by commenting here or on Facebook or Twitter or whatever you want to do. And kiss your mother in the mouth.